You know, I used to do a lot of singing by myself.
He did.
And then I also,
He did ventriloquism.
yes, I did. And I decided I wanted to audition for America's Got Talent in 2007. Now, this is,
I'm Emma Taylor.
right, and Emma Taylor and I walked on stage, and as soon as we walked on stage, there were three judges. One was David Hasselhoff, and one was
Piers Morgan.
Piers Morgan, and
Sharon Osbourne.
exactly. And as soon as we walked on stage, David Hasselhoff leaned over to Sharon Osbourne and said, "Oh no, a ventriloquist."
He actually did. Can you believe it?
He did. And then they asked what we did, and I said, "Well, I'm a ventriloquist."
That's kind of obvious.
And then I said, "This is,"
Emma Taylor, and I do impressions of singers.
and they said, "Ooh, that sounds interesting." So this was it. I mean, we were finally going to be on live national television in front of 20 million people, and well, what do you think?
Okay, let's do this. So this is what happened. We walked on America's Got Talent, and this is what I did. My love has come along. My lonely days are over. And life is like a song. Oh, yeah, and the skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped up in clover. Now you are mine at last. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Emma Taylor.
Thank you.
So that was Emma Taylor. Now, eventually, I decided that I wanted to yodel, and I had this little cowboy puppet that was going to do some yodeling. And then I get a call from Simon Cowell. True story. Simon Cowell called me. He's the producer and the creator of America's Got Talent. And he said to me, "Terry, I heard you wanted to yodel for the next audition on America's Got Talent, but I prefer that you sing Tony Bennett." Now, lucky for me, I had a great puppet who actually, yes, I can sing like Tony Bennett. And this is what he did. I left my heart in San Francisco, above the blue and windy sea. When I come home to you, San Francisco, your golden sun will shine for me. Frank Sinatra singing Tony Bennett. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, we had made it through to the final round.
Yes, we most certainly have.
And I gotta say that without this young man,
The young turtle.
young turtle, I don't think the whole thing would have happened, because we decided that we were going to I decided I was going to let him decide what our final song on America's Got Talent was going to be. And I got to say, Winston, that night, that final evening on America's Got Talent, when we did the very last song, you were absolutely amazing.
Don't forget, Terry, you had a hand in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you carried me on stage.
That is about all I did. So tell everybody what you decided to do for our final appearance on America's Got Talent that won the show.
I decided that I was going to do my impression of Roy Orbison.
I thought that I was over you, but it's true, so true. I love you even more than I did before. But darling, what can I do? For you don't love me, and I'll always be crying over you, crying over you. Yes, now you're gone, and from this moment on, I'll be crying, 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 yeah, crying, crying.
Thank you so much.
Winston the Impersonating Turtle singing Roy Orbison.
Thank you.
So just a little quick recap of what we did on America's Got Talent. Thought I'd sit here for a moment and answer some questions if you wish. So before America's Got Talent, I got to tell you, I was performing all over the country doing county fairs and elementary schools, and my life changed quite dramatically. I went directly from doing county fairs and elementary schools to performing in Las Vegas, and have been the top show in Vegas at the Mirage for the last 10 straight years. So you have a question?
Yeah, congratulations. My hat's off to you.
Thank you.
I mean, how do you stay healthy? That instrument is your moneymaker. If that goes out, God.
Well,
God
you know,
help us all.
I do just what anybody else does. I actually, believe it or not, I have a really bad cold right now, and I've been spending a lot of time sleeping in the hotel room. And I just do a lot of homeopathic stuff. I take zinc, a lot of humidity. I have to have a humidifier. My house, in fact, in Vegas, has a professional humidifier that keeps my bedroom at about 50% humidity. That's very key. Humidity is very key for a vocal. But, you know, just sucking on the zinc lozenges and lots of sleep. That's the best I can say. Any other questions? Yes.
How did you know you had this talent? Like, you sing, obviously. So how did you put...
I just kind of lucked into it. I was singing from the time I was about 2. As far back as I can remember, I was a singer. I'd listen to records and sing, and then I would sing at church and sing for school and other things. And knew I wanted to sing, and I was always a comedian. I was always the class clown, cut up, always got in trouble for that. And then when I was 10, I found a book on how to be a ventriloquist and just sort of put the two together. Always decided I wanted to be a singing ventriloquist. It's very odd. It's a strange connection of talents that I have. I say I was struck by the talent lightning about 5 times, which is very, very odd. I have no answer for that. Yes.
How the hell do you do the labials when you do ventriloquism? Like the M's, the P's, and the B's. That's what blows me away. That blow me away.
Well, there's a trick to it, actually, but it takes a lot of practice. I've been doing this now for about 43 years. So, but the trick to doing the P's, the M's, and the B's, and I'm going to give you the secret, is that you put the tip of your tongue, and you're all going to try it as soon as I tell you, the tip of your tongue against the back of your front teeth. So now normally if you read the books...
The top front teeth or the bottom?
The top front teeth. Now, normally if a book will tell you to substitute like a D for a B or a T for a P, but see, that doesn't make sense because you say teeter, titer, tick, tick, tickle, tetters does not sound like teeter, titer, tick, tickle, tetters, right? So, or the boy dot a basketball, it's like the boy dot a basketball. So, big difference. That's just learning to utilize the tip of your tongue against the back of your top front teeth. Yes, that's the secret. Yes, back there.
you mentioned that your life has changed dramatically. I'm just wondering what's the best thing that's been different and what's the worst thing?
Well, there's really no worst thing. It's all good. It's all good. The best thing is that I'm no longer constricted by finances on when I want to create a puppet or a character. So if I want a puppet or a character, it doesn't matter how much it costs. I now can say, I want this. I find the best puppet makers in the world. I literally have the best puppet makers in the world. Winston, for example, was made by the same people who make the Muppets. So, you know, these are the top of the top of the top. And as you see, I have very quality puppets. They're all made by amazing puppet makers who are the top in their game. You got to see my Michael Jackson puppet. It is astounding. Of course, you can come to the Mirage in Las Vegas, or you can bring me to your events, and I'll gladly do that. And I tailor my events to, like, if you bring me in to do an event, I will write material just for that. I'll make sure that I get in touch. There'll be specialized jokes. We'll bring somebody on stage from the event, usually a president or a vice president. I'll put the mask on them, turn them into Michael Jackson. It's very, very fun, a lot of fun, and it's tailored to whatever event I'm doing. Yes?
I see you talk a lot about dreams, but what is your favorite thing to talk about, or a charity, or sort of a theme your favorite theme? What's your favorite theme to talk about?
My favorite thing to talk about is just being able to pursue and become the best at what you want to do. And there are tricks and secrets to do that, and that is to never stop working toward it. Even if you only spend 15 minutes a day on your passion, you know, in 10 years, that's an awful lot of time. But if you stop working on it, then the dream really does die. So I like to talk about the fact that commitment and continuation and not giving up on working toward the dream. It's fine to give up on the dream because it may never happen, but if you stop working toward it, then it really dies. As long as you're working toward it, anything is possible. Yes?
Terry, I live in Vegas, and I'm in the entertainment business. I brought a ton of people to your shows. You always kill. About a year ago, you were really sick. And you came out and you announced it in the beginning, and I said, it was about the 6th row, and I said, this isn't going to be good. And you just killed it.
Thank you.
With a full-blown cold, and I think you were gargling in between or whatever. It's really, but you're a real showman. And so you're a king. You're the king.
Thank you.
My question to you is, what was your impression of Darcy? What do you?
Oh, I love Darcy. I worked with her I wrote all the materials she did on America's Got Talent.
But her skill
I
set.
coached her and worked with her all through the show, and I was very proud of her when she won. Very, very proud. Felt like I was a proud dad, even though I'm not her dad.
I bet. Thank you.
You're welcome. Is that it? Well, okay, one more?
I missed it. I don't know if you did it, but on your second audition, the callback, I think, didn't you do Kermit?
Yes.
Louis Armstrong.
I did.
Did you do it today?
I
or
did it yesterday.
Ah, bummer.
Yes, I performed it yesterday.
But isn't that the one where isn't that the one where the judges really got emotional?
Yes, they said a turtle doing an impression of a frog, and so and actually that was not a planned thing. I actually had a Kermit the Frog puppet I wanted to use, and the Muppets would not allow me to use the Kermit the Frog, so I created Winston the impersonating turtle to do an impression, which people said was more brilliant. But they say, you know, invention is what is it? What's the genius?
Necessity is the mother of invention.
The necessity is the mother of, yes, exactly, something like that. So I actually intended to do Kermit the Frog, and then Winston the impersonating turtle was born.
Thank you.
Well, thank you guys so much, and I hope to see you at your events. And you know, and I'm always changing the show. Those of you who come to see me in Vegas, I'm always writing new material, keeping it updated, new puppets, new characters, and I know we'll have a lot of fun at your event. So thank you so much for giving me this time. Thank you, everybody. Good night.